I'm going to the junkyard to see what cars they have in the back and to find parts I can resell online. Every time I come out here though, there's always something quirky that distracts me. But to be honest, I always find something cool worth buying. Most of the time it's retired Tacuache trucks with bad transmission, so it's pretty disappointing. But today, like a needle in a haystack, I saw a Toyota camper 4 trucks down that for sure had some rare parts. After taking a closer look, it was on a 1983 pickup with the infamous 22R. And although it didn't have anything rare or worth money, it did have its original OEM mud flaps that if I couldn't sell, I'd love to hold on to just because of how cool they look. So after taking them both off, I continued walking to see what other cool things were out there to find. And just like Netflix, this junkyard was inclusive of everything. It had an American-made car section that no one should ever go into because those cars are garbage and no one should ever try replacing them. But as I walked further down the line, I came across a Ford Bronco that looked complete. It didn't look like it was wrecked anywhere, so being that it was a Ford, it most likely had a blown engine. The coolest part about it was that I had a monitor in the back for the kids to watch Cocomelon. But after a while, I started getting OJ Simpson vibes, and so I kept on marching, and that's when I came across the craziest conversion ever. Somebody seriously made a mini El Camino out of a Geo Metro, and it looked like something straight out of Area 51. It had plastic windows glued onto a rain gutter, and the entire back of it was bondoed. Thankfully, they let the interior alone because God only knows what they would have done to it if they had the time. But that's the thing about the junkyard. You never know what you're gonna find. Like sometimes there might be some cool wheels on a Honda Accord or some Brembos on a beat up Sentra, but there's days like today when I find cars like this EF hatch completely torn apart with nothing left to salvage. Either way, I'm only halfway through the yard and there's still a ton of cars to look at, so let's go to part 2.